so much. And that concludes the questions for the candidates for the Denton Matters Candidate Forum 2024. So thank you very much. And for the audience, early voting is from April 22nd through the 30th. So please go vote. And then May 4th is actually election day, and that's on a Saturday. Now we are going to give the candidates, each candidate, probably a minute, so elevator speech, to go ahead and go over why, who they are, why they're running, and why they really want you to go out and vote for them. All right, thank you. We'll start with Erica. We'll just go down the line. Thank you so much, you guys.
This feels awkward doing this at the end, but again, my name is Erica Garland. I've lived in Denton for 14 years. I've been in the county for 17 years. I'm in aviation. I do pilot recruiting. A few organizations that I'm part of is I am HR director for a nonprofit called Operation Airdrop, which goes in and provides services, insulin, water, just necessities to people that can't be reached by land during a natural disaster. I also work with a couple of nonprofits and organizations to give scholarships to young girls, trying to promote more young girls into the space of aviation. It's something I'm extremely passionate about. Before I went to work for an airline, I worked at Denton Enterprise Airport. I always want to say Denton Municipal because that's what it was for years, but it's Denton Enterprise Airport. I worked there for 10 years. I want to make sure that I bring that passion to our council. I care about people. I love people. You can count on me to be efficient with our tax dollars and count on me to listen and be consistent.
Thank you.
Sorry. That's all right. I probably should have timed this, but
I didn't know we were timed. Sorry.
yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'll be quick. 1 minute, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have the room, but we've also got to break it down.
No, I understand.
So,
I'll be as succinct as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you to Denton Matters for doing this. It's good to see this back in person. Thank you, Erica. Great to meet you. Really appreciate you stepping up and running for office. It's not easy, but it's a very valuable experience. Thanks to you all for being here as well. The one superpower that I have is the ability to form deep and meaningful relationships with everybody around me. That's how I live my life. That's how I believe is the best way to move forward in this community. I'm the most accessible council member on city council. Everyone has my contact info. I go to so many things throughout the community, but more importantly, when you reach out to me, I will respond to you. Even if I have to tell you something that you might not necessarily want to hear, I'm gonna be honest with you and I'm gonna reach back out to you. Those are things that set me apart from anybody else running for office this year. I've been proud of the relationships that I've formed with my colleagues, and I understand that in order for Denton to go, 4 of us on council have to go together. I'm not gonna seek to lead by myself because that's not what this job is. Politics in Denton is a team sport, and I'm thankful that I have the relationships to get the job done, and I look forward to continuing to serve the entire city of Denton on city council. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you all just for sitting through this. I know it's been a long afternoon. I see my daughter back there, looking at me all crazy, saying, "We're done, quit talking." So I'm really excited just to be able to have the opportunity to run. I'm a mom. I've been an educator for 18 years. Me and my husband have 5 kids. We're a blended family. We've worked really hard just to give our children the things that they do have, which I'm very proud to say that is more than what I had growing up. And so I'm just glad to be here and glad that I live in this country and that I get to do this. So I want to make sure that everybody understands I have the qualifications. I'm educated. I've been doing grassroots work for a long, long time. I want to be a bridge builder. I want to bring people together, and I want to move forward where we can move Denton forward all together. So having that responsive government, making sure that our council is representative of the community that it actually serves, and then promoting that smart growth, right? Making sure that we are, the growth is coming, so making sure that we are going to be proactive and not reactive. And preserving our environment, it is so important. Like they said, I can't imagine what this is going to be like when my 10-year-old, my 11-year-old is my age. So I want to make sure that we're doing everything possible to get to the point where we need to be to leave this place as it should. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. No, just kidding. That was for her. What I want to say is that Denton has always been in my heart. I've had the opportunity to grow up here. I've moved away and lived in other cities and came back over a decade ago. And I think one demonstration of the kind of person I am is the fact that on the Chief of Police Advisory Board, every council member gets to appoint someone. And recently, I was reelected unanimously as chair of that group. And I think that's because I'm known to be respectful, open-minded, and fair. I think that my experience as an attorney, as a mediator, and my broad experience leading business groups, arts groups, educational organizations, and city boards have helped put me in a place where I can be a good conduit for the greater Denton area. I can't tell you I have the answer to every issue before the city, but what I can promise you is balanced decision-making after gathering all input and information, and I appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you repeat? Just kidding. My name is Gerard Hudspeth. I'm asking for your vote. And so if you would please, if you can't remember my name, just bubble the first name you come to when you see your ballot. And I'll just say I'm seeking 7-0 votes. I truly am, because 90% of the time when we're talking about these things, taxes, streets, safety, everyone agrees. I'm not seeking a 4-vote majority, because that's a D. You know, I got a lot of those in high school. I'm very familiar with just getting by. I don't recommend it at this level, though. So I'm seeking 7-0 votes. And if you look at the history, streets, taxes, safety, we're lockstep. And again, we're just going to continue to have all hands on deck on homelessness and attacking that and making sure. And then I've said it for the past 4 years, I'll say it again. I don't want to be in the news for controversial issues, because it just does not serve our citizens well, doesn't serve our tax base well. Thank you very much. Gerard Hudspeth, I'm asking for your vote, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to start by thanking everyone for being here and, hearing us say what we have to say. I would say the reason why you should vote for me is because you've sat around for the past few decades and you've noticed that very little changes. And while it's not the DSM version of the definition of insanity, it's often said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And far too often we keep electing the same leaders over and over again, and we keep getting the same results, and we act surprised about it. You should vote for me because I think that we need to start really investing in a full-throated way in our working class and poor families. I think that we should strengthen the core of our Denton community that way first, because we know where the other direction goes.
10 seconds.
We've done the suburban experiment at this point, and it's not working for nearly enough people. And it's time we do something drastically different. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you again to our candidates. Please give them a hand.